When you hear the words human resources, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Paperwork? Policies? Maybe a little bit boring? Well, over the next few minutes, we're going to completely reframe that whole idea. Because modern HR isn't just some department down the hall. It's the engine that unlocks a company's greatest potential.
So let's start with a really big question. Just think about any successful company you can name. Doesn't matter if it's a tiny startup or a global giant. What is its single most valuable asset? Is it the tech, the brand, maybe the real estate?
It turns out the answer is incredibly simple. It's the people, the individuals who innovate, who collaborate, and who drive the mission forward day in and day out. And protecting and nurturing that asset, well, that's the most important job in any organization.
Okay, so if people are the key, how do organizations actually manage this incredible asset? This brings us right to the core of what we call human resource management, or HRM.
Now, look at the key word in this definition: process. HRM isn't a single event like just hiring somebody. It's a continuous living cycle of recruiting the right talent, then developing their skills, and then creating an environment so great that they actually want to stay. It's an active, ongoing strategy. That whole process really stands on three essential pillars. First, you've got recruiting, finding the right people. Second, developing, helping them grow and get even better. And third, retaining, making sure that all that valuable talent sticks with you. And you really can't have one without the others. They're all connected. But here's the thing. Just following those three steps isn't really enough. The best organizations, they understand that how you do it matters most. It's all about creating the right environment, a culture where people don't just show up to work, they actually thrive. So what does that ideal environment even look like? Well, it's a place where communication flows freely, where working together just feels natural, and where every single person's unique strengths are actually valued and used. But the real foundation for all of it? Trust and respect. Without that, the entire structure just falls apart. So why is creating this kind of environment so critical today, more than ever? It's because of a massive shift in thinking, a change that has completely redefined the relationship between a company and its people. And this right here is the aha moment. The old way of thinking saw people as labor, basically a cost on a spreadsheet that you try to manage down. The new way sees people as human capital, a vital asset that you invest in. This isn't just a word game. It's a revolutionary shift in strategy. It means your people are your competitive advantage. Okay, so this human capital idea, it sounds great, but what does it look like in the real world? Let's take a look at one of the most famous examples out there, Google. This quote pretty much captures their whole approach perfectly. By putting people first, they make sure innovation follows. It's not some happy accident. It's a deliberate strategy. Their entire system is designed to invest in their human capital, not just manage their labor. And this philosophy, it isn't just a poster on the wall. It shows up in their actual policies. At Google, employees are encouraged to voice new ideas, they're given time for passion projects, and they're offered flexible conditions that respect their autonomy. This creates a kind of psychological safety where it's okay to fail, and it taps into that deep desire to do great work just for the sake of it. The result? A culture that just breeds creativity and deep commitment. So, we've covered the definition of HRM, the importance of the work environment, and this critical shift from viewing people as labor to seeing them as human capital. What's the main idea to really take away from all this? Here it is, the most important takeaway. Modern HR is not about administration, it's about strategy. It's about building a system designed not just to manage people, but to actively unlock their potential. And that brings us to a final question. For you, at your own job, based on the culture and the policies, are you treated as labor, a cost to be managed, or as human capital, an asset to be invested in? The answer to that question tells you everything you need to know.